and we realized something had happened right down the street here.
That was the scene at Mickey's, and officers say slippery roads caused a truck to crash into a utility pole, blocking a busy area in the North Shore for several hours.
Plus, $10,000 could be yours if you can help state investigators find out who started a fire at a Walker County business Tuesday night.
And new details about the Marion County woman who was shot by her own son. Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6 starts now.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6.
On this wet Thursday evening, thanks for watching. I'm David Carroll.
And I'm Lori Mitchell in for Cindy Sexton tonight. The Tennessee Valley has been getting drenched all day.
Oh, it's definitely a headlights on kind of day, and the rain comes after Tropical Depression Cindy made a landfall along the Gulf Coast early this morning. Now the showers continue in the Tennessee Valley, and our chief meteorologist Paul Barris has been keeping up with Cindy and how that system is impacting our weather. Paul?
We're going to take a look right now at the radar. Let's put that into motion for you. And again, what we're going to do is we're looking at the showers and thunderstorms there. It's starting at 4 o'clock. There we go. To about 6 o'clock. Lots of rain moving in from the southwest off towards the northeast. Plenty of rain out there too. It's coming down pretty high right from Walker County, Catoosa County into parts of Hamilton, now into Bradley County also. Dade County still getting hit pretty hard. Another swath is going to be coming in. It's along I-20. That's going to be moving off towards the north, and that's going to cover most of North Georgia too. I want to take a quick look here at our short-term model. We call this rapid refresh. This only goes out for about 15 hours, but it's very accurate. And again, around right now, the showers are just spreading all over the area. By 8 o'clock, they'll still be moving through the area, but later on, after about 10 o'clock or so, they'll start to leave our northern counties, and then by 11 o'clock, it's pretty much over with. And throughout the overnight, the rain will be gone. We're not expecting much at all. If anything, maybe a sprinkle here and there. Right into tomorrow morning around 9 o'clock or so. May even see some breaks in the clouds, and then more rain can move in later Friday night. We'll tell you more about that on my 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Paul. And along with the heavy waves, the system brings some high winds and flooding rains from East Texas through the Florida Panhandle. And before it's over, forecasters say some areas could see a foot of water or more.
And back here in the Tennessee Valley, officials are closely watching our water levels. Tanisha Cordell joins us live from the Chickamauga Dam with more. Good evening, Tanisha.
Good evening, Lori. Well, as you can see, the rain is definitely pouring down, and anyone outside right now is for sure going to be drenched. But as you can see over my shoulder here, some folks don't seem to mind. We have a couple folks out here on the Chickamauga Dam fishing. That's right, fishing as the rain is pouring down. But all of this consistent rain is why 3 of the Tennessee River waterways have already been lowered to make room for any water runoff. Now, TVA River Forecast Center is monitoring the Chickamauga Dam extremely close to make sure everything is flowing smoothly. Now, the TVA officials say they are monitoring Tropical Depression Cindy, and they plan to update their plan every 6 hours, ready to make any changes if needed. Now, they don't believe any of the waterways will reach flooding levels, but they say they do want to make room for the 1 to 3 inches of extra rainfall that we're going to see today and tomorrow.
And we're running a lot of these generators and turbines at maximum capacity, trying to get that water through the system to get ready for that rainfall coming in.
Now, the good news is this rainfall won't last long. Forecasters are predicting a sunny weekend, so if you're planning to hit the water this weekend, you should be in good shape. But be sure to check our website, WRCBTV.com, for everything you need to know to stay safe and prepared. For now, live from the Chickamauga Dam, Tanisha Cordell, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Paul says it's good fishing weather out there. Thank you, Tanisha, for that. If you see flash flooding, here's a few tips to remember. Slow down when driving. Rain reduces traction and can cause you to hydroplane. Control of your vehicle can be lost in anywhere from 2 to 6 inches of water. You don't want to be stranded or swept away. Water on the road may be deeper than it looks. And as we always say, don't take a chance, just turn around. We talked with the local Red Cross, and organizers there say they are in standby mode. They are just waiting for a call to go help where help is needed. We'll have much more on Tropical Depression Cindy coming up at 6:30 on NBC Nightly News. And you can download the free WRCB weather app and track the storm yourself.
Here's some video from earlier today around the North Shore in Chattanooga. Drivers had to get around Stringer's Ridge Tunnel this morning. It was blocked after a truck crashed into a power pole, and that pole snapped in half, as you see there. It happened just a few feet away from an apartment complex shortly before 8 o'clock this morning. And that crash closed the Stringer's Ridge Tunnel that connects Chattanooga to Red Bank. It was an inconvenience for drivers for sure, and it also slowed down business at the very popular Nicky's restaurant. It was blocked right in that closure area.
Luckily, we don't get busy till about 11:30, but if they keep the street closed, especially the tunnel, we expect that we will be impacted.
EPB tells us that no one lost power as a result of the crash. Crews worked to secure the lines while police barricaded the area, and weather likely played a factor here.
Now to a developing story. Deputies confirm a death at the Ray County Jail. The Sheriff's Department confirms 30-year-old Amanda Davis was found unresponsive during a routine cell check early yesterday morning. Davis was arrested on Saturday for public intoxication and drugs. She appeared in court on Tuesday, one day before her death. The TBI is now investigating. And we have new details in a shooting in the Avondale community on Stanfield Street. Police say 32-year-old Courtney Nelson was shot once in the chest. The shooting happened just before 1:30 yesterday afternoon. Nelson was taken to the hospital in critical condition. We are now being told his injuries are not life-threatening. Call the Chattanooga Police Department if you have any information about this shooting.
State investigators believe someone deliberately started a fire at a Walker County business Tuesday night. The fire started around 11 o'clock at the Hammond Jones hardware store on North Main Street in Lafayette.
And tonight, investigators are offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of anyone who's responsible. Our Channel 3's Kate Smith talked to the business owner.
The owners of Hammond Jones Hardware says they are extremely lucky that the fire didn't go past this brick wall. They credit a Lafayette City police officer for his quick actions. Walking down the aisles, you can't tell there was ever a fire at the Hammond Jones Hardware store in downtown Lafayette. But the owner says if they got the call any later, it would be a much different story.
Visible smoke inside the building, luckily no damage on the inside.
A customer driving by noticed smoke coming from the side of the building. He ran to the Lafayette Police Department, and an officer attempted to put out the flames with a fire extinguisher. The fire department arrived shortly after.
Quick enough response to, of course, get the hose equipment out and spray down the top part of the building, and luckily kept it contained to just the outside.
State officials are investigating the fire as an arson.
Because the way it was set at the bottom and ran up the wall, and of course there's no power source or outlets near that location.
Tough news for the business owner to understand. The store has been in town for over 40 years and is considered a staple in the community.
Disheartening to know that somebody would intentionally set something like this. You know, Lafayette's a great small town.
He hopes a $10,000 reward will help catch those responsible. But until then, it is business as usual here at this family-owned store.
Thankfully for the quick action of the fire department, police department, we can continue to be in business. It's kind of slow right now, but we are actively open, and hadn't slowed us down one bit.
Anyone with any information about this crime should contact the Georgia Arson Hotline or the Lafayette City Police. Those numbers can be found on our website. In Lafayette, Kate Smith, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
New tonight, Chattanooga police confirmed there were 36 arrests during the Riverbend Music Festival. Officers say the biggest challenge was underage drinking. They arrested 24 people who were drinking illegally. Police say those arrested either drank alcohol before going into the festival, or they got the alcohol illegally by asking someone else to buy it for them. We have the full detailed list of all of the arrests posted on our website, WRCBTV.com. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, what would cause a man to shoot his own mother?
Just don't take that as a defense, you know, get angry. When you shoot your mother, I just don't, on my own personal feeling, I just don't think he has it. That's not a good defense.
That's Marion County Sheriff Bo Burnett, and he shares what happened during the moments before an 18-year-old sent his mom to the hospital.
Lots of rain right across the metro area right now, but we're going to see some breaks in that rain later on tonight. I'll tell you all about it on our 7-day forecast.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6.
Well, here at Channel 3, lots of excitement, lots of anticipation in the air because we want to know, as do many of you, who will win the St. Jude Dream Home. The giveaway is this Sunday, and the show will air from noon to 1 live here on Channel 3.
I know, I'm excited to go see it in person. It's beautiful. There's some pictures right there on your screen. If you haven't had the chance to view the house yet, there are a few open house opportunities. You can stop by today through Saturday. Although the tickets are sold out, and we are happy about that, you can still enter the open house prize drawing for a shopping spree at Ashley Furniture. We have all you need to know on our website and inside the WRCB app. And of course, be sure to watch that live show coming up this Sunday.
Well, Riverbend wrapped up a few days ago, but Nightfall is back. That's exciting. The summer concerts return tomorrow night, Miller Plaza, 7 o'clock. Chattanooga's own Over Easy opens up for singer Divinity Rocks. Now, if you don't know Divinity Rocks, you need to. She served as a band member and assistant musical director during a 5-year tour with Beyonce. Divinity Rocks hits the stage there at Miller Plaza tomorrow night. So be sure and check it out. The program starts at 7 with the opening act, and the headliner starts at 8.
And still ahead, a Marion County man faces a charge of attempted murder after he admitted to deputies he shot his mom.
And Channel 3 spent the day looking for answers. We now know what caused the teen to pull the trigger. You'll hear the full story when we come back. And as far as the weather goes, there's a mountain somewhere in there. Hard to see, isn't it? We're tracking the rain in Tennessee. Paul Barris has your complete forecast coming up right after the break.
A Marion County woman is back home from the hospital after police say she was shot by her own son.
Channel 3's Caitlin Chastain talks with the Marion County Sheriff for more.
Police say Carolyn Sue Henry was in this car when her son began shooting.
Just said he had anger management problems.
Anger. 18-year-old Paul Nunley told police that's why he shot at his mother multiple times.
Evidently she was wanting to leave in the Jeep and he didn't want her to leave, and that's what sparked the argument.
But the argument escalated quickly. Henry, the alleged shooter's mother, got in the car here off Bennett Lake Road late Friday night. Police tape still hangs off the mailbox.
She was backing out of the driveway and onto another road. And as she started pulling out, evidently he just started shooting through the windows.
Police tell me Nunley shot at the car not one, not two, but nearly 30 times.
At one point, one of the bullets hit her struck her in the back of the head. She went across a little hill and struck a vehicle that was parked.
Police say Henry then ran about 50 yards and hid behind a tree until help came. This is the AR-15 rifle police say her son used. They also recovered multiple weapons from the home.
It concerns me that when a man can shoot his mother over a car, I mean, it just makes me think what's going on in the world sometimes.
Neighbors did not wish to go on camera, but say Nunley was a good kid, and the sheriff says he had no prior record. Nunley even admitted to authorities he shot his mother.
I mean, he just admittedly, I did it.
But Sheriff Burnett says anger is no excuse. Nunley is charged with criminal attempt to commit first-degree murder, a charge deputies say could land him behind bars for 25 years to life.
You can't just get mad, and that don't solve a problem, just getting mad and jerking a gun out and start shooting.
Nunley is booked in the Marion County Jail with a preliminary hearing scheduled for late July. In Marion County, Caitlin Chastain, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Now, deputies tell Channel 3 that Carolyn Sue Henry will have to go through extensive rehab as a result of the shooting.
A Chatsworth man was arrested for trying to stop officers from arresting his mother. Officers say Charles McConey grabbed an officer from behind who was attempting to arrest his mom. A report states he admitted to drinking and told an officer he was sorry and stated he was trying to protect his mother. He and his mom were both charged with willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Now it's time to check in with Chief Meteorologist Paul Barris.
And you know, in addition to here in the Chattanooga area, there's a lot going on down in Georgia and Alabama, Paul. Busy day.
That's right. That moisture from the tropical depression continues to flow in. And you know, it takes a while for this stuff to leave. Right now, getting a good swath of rain right over Hamilton County, Bradley County, Whitfield County, Catoosa, all the metro area is getting some really good rain. It's going to see a little bit of a break, and then another little swath will start to move in later on tonight. And down near Canton earlier on, there were some tornado warnings. That's well south of our area. But again, you see out really right along the Alabama-Georgia border, big swath of rain just to the west of Atlanta near I-20. That's moving off to the north. Big area of rain, too, approaching Memphis. So this whole system, which is located not too far from Shreveport, Louisiana, continues to move north, pulling up that moisture our way. 77 in Cleveland, 76 in the city, and 75 in Dalton, 74 Blue Ridge. The winds are light and variable out of the southeast pretty much at about 5. 77 the high, 71 the overnight low, and just about an inch of rain so far at the airport. Still raining, and right now it could be up over an inch the way it's coming down there. Over an inch, almost an inch and a half out near Lafayette, Chatsworth, Dalton, Calhoun, Tryon. About a half inch, 2.3 in Scottsboro, 1.7 on your Fort Payne. Over 2 inches up in Signal Mountain. Over an inch in most of the area, inch and about a tenth to about an inch and a half, about 1.6 out in your Lookout Mountain. Cleveland, though, only 6/10, but they're getting more. They'll get over an inch for today later on. And then 2/10 in Murphy with 4/10 generally north and east of the city. Dayton, 6/10 with about an inch up in Dunlap, Cagle Mountain, about 1.2 Coal Mountain, and over an inch out near Jasper. Vipercast is saying there could be some breaks in that rain later on tonight and through tomorrow, the first half of the day, but by late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, another round of showers and thunderstorms moves in. We haven't really had that many thunderstorms, if any at all, for today. But this cold front slips in, moves down to the south and east. By Saturday, things improve nicely, but the first half of Saturday, you could see some showers in the early morning. Sunday looks like a fantastic day. Monday looks pretty good too, but I think we'll see a few more clouds coming up on Monday. That's going to keep the temperatures way down there, though. Tonight, 72 with showers, slight chance for a thunderstorm. You could hear a little rumbling. Nothing severe though. Tomorrow 84, showers, and it's going to be windy. Southerly winds 15 to 25 and gusty. Could have some thunderstorms late in the day, and then tomorrow night a good chance for showers and thunderstorms. Still going to be breezy, southerly winds at 15 to 20 with 74 for that low. Then the winds are going to shift. Cool air starts to move in on Saturday. The showers the first half of the day and then out with 83 for the high. And then see that low 64 coming up on Sunday morning. That'll be a lot better. And partly cloudy skies, 84. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, things improve nicely with cooler temperatures and lower humidity.
Well, let's just get through these next few days and it'll be a-okay.
That's right. What? You can listen to the grass grow.
Ooh.
Yes, we will. Thank you, Paul.
Thanks, Paul. Well, coming up next in sports, a third Braves walk-off win in less than a week.
Wow, they're pouring a lot of Gatorade on players there in Atlanta. I like that. Early morning for the Braves, but a fun one.
It sure was. 3 walk-off wins in what? 4, 6 games,
Just
something
a
like
few
that.
days, yeah.
4 wins in those 6 games as well. Plus, in a new stadium, in the Lookouts' future. We asked the ownership that very question, and it seems Falcons running back Devontae Freeman isn't quite over the Super Bowl yet. We'll explain next in sports. SunTrust Park. Admission is not free, but the suspense is, and lately there has been a lot of it. In fact, 3 of the last 4 Atlanta home wins have been walk-off wins. It was Brandon Phillips twice over the weekend, and just after midnight this morning, the stage was set for Matt Kemp in the 11th.
Driven toward right, Pence retreats, that ball up near the wall, that ball is gone! Matt Kemp with an opposite field homer wins it for the Braves in the 11th.
Kemp was clutch as the Braves won their 4th of 6 during this homestand. Worth noting, but not celebrating if you're a local Braves fan, it was Ray County native Corey Guerin serving up Kemp's home run ball in the 11th. On the season, though, Corey has been one of San Francisco's most reliable relief pitchers. The Braves and the Giants close out the series tonight at 7:35. Back home, the Chattanooga Lookouts are dealing with weather tonight. They're still scheduled, though, to open a homestand at 7:15, but it is not looking good right now. That said, we had a chance to catch up with Lookouts owner Jason Fryer during the All-Star break. The question was, and still is, could a new stadium be in the Lookouts' future? The short-term answer seems to be not now. The long-term answer from Fryer, it's more likely, simply because, as Fryer said, AT&T Field was built on the cheap, has design flaws, and a new stadium could help the economic growth of a dry area in the downtown area. He said he would not be looking to leave the downtown area. He also said it would have to be a win-win-win scenario to leave AT&T Field. What is a win-win-win scenario? Well, it's described in depth online and inside our app right now. That's where the story is. Catch it after the show. We want you to watch the rest. Some NFL news now. The Atlanta Falcons running back Devonta Freeman, they're currently working on a contract extension. Freeman's rookie contract expires after this upcoming season. Meanwhile, Freeman hasn't quite let go of how last season ended in Super Bowl 51. Freeman, speaking on XM radio today, let out this beauty of a quote regarding the Super Bowl. Quote, "If I would have stayed in the game, I would have got MVP. I'm looking at my stats and I see my numbers don't lie. Look at my numbers." End quote. Here are some of the numbers. Freeman totaled 75 rushing yards, 46 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown in the first half. The first half of which that the Falcons led New England 28-3. Freeman carried the ball, though, just 5 times for 11 yards in the second half. He wasn't on the field much as Atlanta went pass heavy. I'm not going to go over what happened in that second half. No need to do
please
that,
don't.
right?
But I got to say, I read your story on the Lookout Stadium
Good.
online. I encourage all of you to do the same.
Please do.
I hope it starts a conversation.
It should.
You know, and I know that the stadium is relatively new, but it does have some flaws, and these energetic new owners might just shake things up.
And when he said built on the cheap, that is explained with numbers as well, according to others.
Check it out, WRCBTV.com.
And keep the umbrella handy.
No, you'll need it tonight, and they're not playing tonight, Paul. I can tell you that right now. All right, let's take a look at the radar here. We're going to put this into motion. A big area of rain, again, is spreading over the area. It's going to break a little bit over Chattanooga itself, and then another swath you can see from about Albertville to Huntsville is again moving in. So showers off and on. Very, very wet field for tonight. For your evening out, anywhere you go, a real good chance for showers. Currently at 76, very little temperature change. By 9, it's going to be very muggy, about 75. Coming up at midnight with, again, that rain spreading all over. And the 7-day forecast has temperatures at about 84 degrees, and Saturday and Sunday look like they'll start to improve.
All right, good night.
5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we'll turn number 2 off.
Stay dry and safe. I'm tracking the rain where you live, and I'll let you know when we're going to start drying out from this very wet weather. We'll see you at 11.
Plus, you can't buy tickets to a wild boxing match like this one, but it's caught on camera. A pair of young bucks fighting it out here in Tennessee.
See how much rain is headed your way on First Weather. See how much more rain's headed your way on First Weather.